right, now it's time to do one of my favorite parts of the show, which is called the Objecto Matic Rapid Fire segment. And this is a segment where you, the students, become the star, and you handle all the objections I've been handling throughout the entire process here. You guys have seen me handle enough objections, and sure, you can go back and watch that on the DVDs when you get your DVDs and look at these things and watch Uncle Joe handle them. But I think nothing's more fun than when I see a student that would normally be having a deer in the headlights look in his face, and that student comes back from this whole thing and is able to handle these objections rapid fire from me. Now, if you can handle it from me, I'll guarantee that a customer is going to be easy to do. Would you guys agree with that too? That this is probably the hardest thing you're going to do at this class. The guys who come to this class, would you say this is harder than being in front of a customer for the most part? Well, the top 54 objections, we have a sheet of paper, which is the top 54. There might even be more than 54 for all I know, but these are the 54 I could come up with. And I want you to look at this sheet, get it ready. We're going to go ahead and do the rapid fire objection handling. Now, understand this. When you're doing objections, what's important about objections is not to move fast, but to remain calm. It's not important to go with a great amount of speed, but it is important to move with a great pace, to have the pace move forward. You with me on this, guys? Just don't be a deer in the headlights like you got that kind of like, I don't know what to do look on my face. Because that's like that look on your face on question for question you had. You can't have the look in your face. You got to say to yourself, remain poised, remain calm. It's okay to have a pause. Just don't look like you're lost. Don't have your eyes shifting and searching for the ceiling and searching for the floor and shoveling and getting your tools together. There's not time for that. The time is to hang in there. The customer's got the presentation. First of all, are we talking about the presentation, or are we talking about you and me arguing this out? It's the presentation we're going to be always pointing to, right? So that's what we're always going to be looking at, the presentation when we're talking about this stuff. Now, there is something I want you to remember. I want you to remember this now, guys. There's three parts of it. Before I'm going to stop you when you do objections. I'm not going to let you do it. I'm going to stop you and say, you failed. When you don't do a softening statement, this thing where I said, I understand, Joe, maybe it is a lot of money. Maybe you should try and save some money on this thing. But can I ask you a question? But can I share something? So you have to do those two things first and then ask your question. Here's why. When you extend that softening statement out, okay, real quick, let's just do softening statements only. Let's get ourselves practice on this, so I don't go cold turkey and have you do the whole thing at one time, right? It's too hard. I'll just do a couple first. Ready? Point to an objection, John. What is it? Give me an objection.
Number 5. I want to have our uncle do it.
I understand, John. Your uncle sounds like a great guy, and I'm happy you have a resource like your uncle. He sounds like a great gentleman. John, can I share something, though?
Sure.
That's a softening statement followed by the get permission segment there, right? 1 and 2. Let's practice that right now. I don't want you to even do the objection right now. I just want you to practice the softening statement. So that's like autopilot out of your mouth. Ready? Let's give it a try. Rapid fire. Tom, go. Point to an objection, Mike. What's an objection?
Number 41. Why should I buy from you?
Why should I buy from you, Tom?
Well, that's a good question, Mike. Can I ask you a question?
Yeah, what's that, Tom?
Stop. That's not bad. That's a shorty, right? You see, that's a good question, Mike. Can I ask you a question? That's a little shorty one right there. Now, understand, I'm not sure how much time you gave to ask a good question. So unless you have a good question loaded up in your head, you probably put yourself at a disadvantage by being so short with that one. What was your objection then?
Why should I buy from you?
Try and extend that one a little bit, Tom. Maybe, might. Maybe and might. Think about those two things. Maybe, might. I'm not sure even. Say, you know, Mike, you make a good point there. You know, maybe you shouldn't buy from us. Maybe you should look somewhere else. I'm not sure. It might be better to not buy from us. But can I ask you a question, Mike? See, that is much more. You're setting this thing up better a little bit there, because you got more time now to think of the right thing to do. So don't forget the kind of formula I kind of use is, I understand. Maybe it's maybe you should look somewhere else. Maybe you shouldn't buy from us. I'm not sure. I do that kind of thing. So like I use maybe, might, maybe. I'm not sure. Try that one, Hans. Try that for Hans. See how it feels. Try it, Tom, again. So go ahead and say your same objection again.
Okay. Why should I buy something from you, Tom?
Well, Mike, maybe it is possible that you shouldn't buy from us. Can I ask you a question?
Yeah, what's that, Tom?
Not like you could say something like, well, Is it true that you don't want quality or you don't want service from the best company in the area?
Well, is it true, Mike, that you wouldn't want the best company in the area doing your work?
No, I definitely want a good quality company.
Then what should we do?
You know what, number 4?
You know what? I'm not even sure what I would say in that thing, but is it valid? Well, I'm not sure, Mike. It depends if you want great. Maybe you shouldn't, Mike. Maybe you don't want our company to do it. But can I ask you a question? If you don't like great service, I mean, you're saying you don't like great service?
No, I like great service.
So what should we do?
Go with
It's like, it could be a way of saying, practice that one a little bit, right? But the maybe, might, I'm not sure. It's kind of a way to extend out that that kind of thing there. Maybe, might, maybe you shouldn't get from us. Maybe, might be better to look somewhere else. I'm not sure. But can I ask you a question, Mike? Yeah. What have we done to make you think that we're not a good quality company to deal with? Nothing. You're a great company, Tom. We know you. We've used your company for years. So what should we do? There you go. Bing. Might be that one too, right? There's all kinds of variations there. Question of situation, right? Why is buying from somebody else better? Could be another one. Well, you know, its pressure could be on you. Take the pressure off. You put it on somebody else. Your prices are too high. There's two versions of that. One is the one we keep going to, that single pony there. We keep whipping that pony about when's the last time you bought something where the price was the best service, the best quality, but the price was cheaper. There's other ones too. Let's try the price one. Okay, let's try to just somebody do the softening statement right now. Ready? Morrow, just a softening statement and the permission to ask question. Then we're going to get to the kind of question you would ask. Ready? Here we go. So, Morrow, your prices are awfully expensive. This is way too much money.
Well, I understand that. It's a large investment. But when was the last time that you got good quality at a cheaper price?
Stop. Now, so you put them all together. You put number 1 and you put 3 together. I want you to stop in a softening statement and would say, Joe, can I ask you a question? I need that pause there from you. Okay. Try it again. Don't do the question of this. Don't do the last thing you just did. Do the first thing. The first thing was perfect. Don't forget to do that pause and say, Joe, can I ask you a question, though? Try it again. So, Mike, Morrow, your prices are outrageous. These are way too high.
Yeah, I can understand that. Prices are
good, high investment. It's good.
Yeah. Yeah, it is a high investment. But can I ask you a question?
Sure, Morrow. What's the question?
When was the last time you had high quality at a cheap price?
Never.
So what should we do?
Yeah, let's go ahead and do that one. You're right. I'm sorry.
Check a credit card.
That's not bad. Good job. Give him a big hand. Nice job. All right. Softening over here. Just try a different one. You know, I think I got to talk to my wife about this one. She really needs to be in part of this decision here.
I can understand that, Joe. It's a lot to think about. But can I ask you a question?
Good. Give him a big hand. Nice one there, okay? Here we go. This hand, big hand. Nice hand on that one. Nice hand. All right, here we go. Dustin, you ready? Yep. All right, so Dustin, I'll tell you one thing. You know, I think we're going to hold off on this whole thing for probably till next fall on this thing, you know?
Well, yeah, Joe, I guess that's probably a good thing to maybe think about, you know, wait until next fall. But Joe, do you mind if I ask you a question?
No, where is it? There you go. Bingo. Give him a big hand. That's a softening statement. That's all I'm trying to get there, right? John, you ready? John, I think, you know, we're going to muddle through. We don't need to do this right now.
Well, Joe, I can understand why you want to take a little time to try to work your way through this, but can I share something with you?
Beautiful. Give him a nice hand there. Nice one. David, you ready? David, I don't know. I just, I think I'm going to go with a cheaper company. Just go with something really cheap on this thing because I'm going to be moving anyway.
Joe, that makes perfect sense. I totally agree with you. But, can I ask you a question?
Sure. Now, it might be a little too strong on the agree with me thing, right? You're kind of validating me too much there, right? Say, Joe, listen, what you say might make sense. Maybe the might makes sense, David. Just interject that might or maybe. You know, Joe, maybe it would be better to go with the cheaper product and cheaper service. You know, I'm not sure. Maybe it would be a good way of doing that. But let me ask you a question. Something like that. Try that on for size a little bit. Because it weakens the other person's position a little bit when you put that weak language on it. Let's try one more spin on this thing. One more spin around the room on this softening statement. Then we're going to go to some objection handling. Ready? I'm going to go ahead and pick. You guys pick the objections. Here's how we're going to do it. We're going to use the finger in the air method. You ready? Fingers in the air. Ready? Throw them in a circle like this. Ready? Point to an objection. What is it, David?
Why should I buy from you?
Tom, why should I buy from you?
Well, David, you know, that's kind of a good question, but can I ask you a question back?
Sure, what you got?
That's it, stop. That's just a softening statement we're trying to do here, okay? You ready? You ready for the other one? Did you have a question for us?
Did I know?
Okay. What could you ask? What's the wild question? It's a question of situation? Well, David, why is buying the way you're buying it going to be? What have you seen? Only you. Here's a great one for why should I buy from you? Let's try again. So, well, David, how would I know why you should buy from me? You're the person who's seen all the presentations here. What do you see in my presentation that makes us a stronger candidate? Right? That's a good one. Because how would you know if you're better than the other guys? You don't see all the proposals. Only the only guy who's seen all the information is him. So if you try one again, now let's handle this objection. Let's just nail this one down. I'm sick of this objection. Why should I buy from you? I'm just had enough of this one. Let's go. We're kicking this one right in the ass right now.
So, Tom, why should I buy from you?
Well, David, that's a good question. I haven't had the opportunity to see all the proposals. Why do you think you should buy from me?
Well, they all sound just alike, except for the price.
I'll keep going.
Price is an interesting way of looking at it, David. I mean, go ahead, give them the softening statement on the price. Yeah.
Well, yeah, price is an important part of this, but are they truly all the same?
What you're not doing is you're not giving yourself a chance to stop there. So you're missing that pause. Okay. You see that? Yeah. So good job. But I like what you're saying with the softening statement. But David, can I share something with you? Here you go. Now you say that type of thing. So here we go. So say it one more time. So now. The price thing, but it looks about the same thing except for the price. Go ahead and say it now.
Well, I understand what you're saying there, David. The price is a very key component in this. Can
I ask you a question?
Can I ask you a question?
Sure, go ahead, Tom.
When was the last time that you bought something for top quality at the lowest price?
Can't remember that one.
What should we do?
Okay, Tom, let's get it done.
Could be. It could be another way of doing it. Let's go back to that same one again. Next time, say, well, the price is our price too low? Maybe do the contrary question. Say, try to say, well, Dave, I understand price might be a consideration. Can I ask you a question? Yeah. Are you saying our price is too low? He'd say, no, of course not, Tom. Your price is actually the highest one of all. So now you say something like that. Say, no, compare it to everybody else. Your price is higher than everybody's, right? He might say that to you. That's a great position to be in. You guys realize this? Back in the old days, I used to fear when my prices were higher than everybody else. Fear it. The shock of horror would be the exposure I would feel in my gut. Now, when I feel like I'm the highest one, I know I'm giving the best service. Because nobody's going to charge that kind of money I'm charging. Nobody's going to give the kind of service I'm going to give with this thing, right? So it's a pride, it's a badge of honor to be the higher price for me right now. I know I'm giving you the best service. So when I give you the best service and somebody's cheaper, what does that mean about the other companies? You guys said yourself, if I told you that a car costs $6,000, what kind of car would you get?
Here you go.
Not a very good one, right? So therefore, we can assume that the price is lower. What are you concerned about, Tom? What's missing with the other guy, right? So, well, you know what, Dave? Listen, I understand our price is definitely, you're going to deal with Johnson Heating and Air Conditioning. You're definitely going to have a higher investment. It's not about it. But here's my concern. If their price is that cheap, I know my price is a fair price for the thing we're charging. What corners are these guys cutting that you can't see? That's what I have to ask you. I don't really know, Tom. So what should we do? Back on there, right? So that's kind of the thing. You could also go to the thing where price doesn't mean always. It's not that one same pony where you'll keep beating that pony where when's the last time you get the highest price where you get the cheapest thing. It could be something like, well, John, you keep mentioning that we're higher price, but let me ask you a question. What kind of corners are they cutting to get that price lower? That's what I have to ask you. Right? Now, before you might have told people that stuff, right? You guys remember yourself saying to the people, John, they're just cutting things out. You're trying to preach this to customers, right? The difference is if you ask it to people, it has different slant to it. So everybody's done the softening statement. You've done a great job. Some people struggle a little bit with the softening statement. It's not unusual you do that. But now here we go, rapid fire. Ready? Get the microphones ready. Who's gonna hand the microphone to who? Dustin, you gonna start it out? Let's rev the engines up. Get the stock car race going. It's gonna get noisy in these lanes. Here you go. Fingers in the air. Let's point to an objection. Point to one. Mara, what's your objection?
31. We're going to be moving soon. We did that one.
Dustin, we're going to be moving soon.
Oh, Joe, that's I guess that's is something that might be of importance. You know, if you're going to be moving. But, Joe, do you mind if I ask you a question?
Sure.
Why would you want to leave this? You know, possibly break. You know, towards maybe when you sell the house that you could have this problem go on when you're trying to sell the house and have to worry about fixing it then.
That's true.
So what should we do?
Yeah, let's just do that third one. Could be that, right? Good job. Let's try a variation. You hear people say they're moving soon? Let's try another one. Who wants to try that one? Give it one a try. Whack, let's give it a try. Ready? Quentin, we're going to be moving soon.
I can understand that, Joe. I can see where that might be an issue. But can I ask you a question?
Sure.
Would you think a new homeowner would find value in having new equipment in their house?
Yeah, it'd probably make it more valuable. It probably make the house worth more.
So what should we do?
You're right. Let's get that. Let's put that new furnace in. Let's do that. Good job, right? And another variation of that. I'm going to throw another variation at that one. It's like, Jerry, I understand that selling a house is a good idea. Let me ask you a question. When you sell your house, what value will have a new furnace be to your home when you're trying to sell? If you had a brand new house with a new furnace in it, and everybody else had an old furnace in their house when they're on the market, whose house do you think would sell first? Mine. So what should we do? You know what I'm saying? Another one. How about this one? You're moving soon. I understand. Hey, how much are you going to try and sell this house for? What do you think you're trying to get for it? So this is a nice neighborhood you live in. What is it going to be like? 500,000, 400,000? Well, we hope we can cross our fingers and get 350, right? Something like that for it. Let me ask you a question. It will be easier to sell your house with a broken air conditioning unit, you think? No. All right. So what should we do? All right. It's another variation, and we're moving. Another one. We're moving. Another variation. Sure, I understand. You're moving. Hey, congratulations. Sorry to see you go. You've been a great customer of ours. You know, that's too bad. Hey, let me ask you a question. When you move, what's going to happen when the home inspector finds all these problems I'm talking about, and you didn't bring it up to him? You didn't give him full disclosure. What's he going to say at the closing? Maybe he won't find them. Well, John, would you say this house is worth $350,000? You're going to hold up a $350,000 house over a few $100s in repairs here? What should we do? Right? You guys hear that? There's like a million ways to go with that one. That is like endless. The we're moving deal. It's like you can't get through that one. It's like the ball's more in your court than it is in theirs by far. How many times were you just stumped when you heard the first time say we're moving? And you realize that that's an endless well of ways that make a lot more sense than doing this, right, guys? You know it makes sense, but yet you still stumble on that one. And don't stumble on that one. The price one, we talked about before. You know, when's the last time you heard the price, bought something that was the best quality and service for a cheaper price? John, I understand that, but listen, I'm charging a fair price. I know I got decent profit. I got about 10% profit in this thing. And my question is, what corners are these guys cutting if you're not going to do this? Another one, how about this one? Lower the price, and I tell you, lower the price on something. Go ahead, tell me lower the price on one. It's good. Hit me with that one, John.
Joe, you need to lower the price a little bit.
Well, how much are you talking about there, John?
$300.
$300, John, on a $3,000 job? That's like 10% of the job. Can I ask you a question, John?
Sure.
Listen, maybe I could lower the price $300. Maybe I did. But listen, our company made a 10% net profit last year. If I lowered the price by $300, I'd be working for you. I'd be paying you to do the work. Now, John, why would I want to pay you to do the work here?
I can see your point.
So what should we do? Right? How about an accountant? I love dealing with accountants. Moy, just give me an accountant to sell to. I'm going to bash him. I love to just knock them down at the knees. Go ahead and tell me, Joe, break this down. Accountants are the guys who say, break this down for me. You know what I'm talking about? Go ahead and tell me, break it down for me tomorrow.
Yeah, could you break these prices down for me, please?
Tomorrow, what do you mean break it down exactly?
Show me what everything's costing me.
Well, Morrow, there's the more premium options at the top, and there's more economical options at the bottom. That's what it's costing you. What should we do?
Well, maybe the middle one.
So what would you normally be thinking when somebody says break it down for you?
Individual price.
Like you want to hear the parts and labor, thin slices for me, right? Go ahead and hit me with that one. Be an accountant and hit me with that one, Mr. Accountant. Go ahead, try and make me thin slice it for you.
Hey, Joe, can you break this down into parts and labor?
John, what do you do for a living? What did you tell me you did for a living?
I'm an accountant.
John, you're an accountant. You should be ashamed of yourself for asking that kind of question. You know better than anybody what it costs to run a business. You really an accountant, or you just telling me you're an accountant?
I'm really an accountant, Joe.
Well, as an accountant, what do most businesses make? You work for some small businesses?
Sure.
How many of them make buku net profit? What kind of net profit do most of your clients make?
10%.
You're telling me to drop the price on this thing and thin slice it? And,
No.
You're an accountant. You know better than anybody that my advertising budget is about 8%. My trucks cost me about 7%. My office staff is like 10%. You want me to go on?
No, I get it.
So what should we do? I hammer accountants, man. I just like, boom, right between the eyes. I'm done with you. I had enough. You should know better than anybody else. You should be ashamed of yourself. I'll say things like that to an accountant. I said, John, you should be ashamed of yourself. You're an accountant, for God's sake. You know what a breakdown of this stuff is. How many profit and loss statements you got to do for a company before you're asking me what things the breakdown is? You think this is a get-rich-quick scheme? I'm a plumber, for God's sake. You know, how many small businesses you got are raking in buku profit? What kind of a net profit do companies make? You guys who are owners of companies, it's sad the kind of profit. How many companies in your community, how many small businesses in your community are raking in record profits right now? None. Zero. I mean, nobody is got the windfall going right now. You know what? Do you ever watch CNN? Just turn on the news sometime, okay? It'll tell you what's going on out there. And even though if Wall Street's failing, Main Street, it's carnage out there right now. Look at the empty stores that are going on around here. You know what I'm saying? Look at everywhere. In a community like this is a pretty rich community. If a rich community like this has the stores have closed down, what does that tell you about the way the economy is going right now? I'll tell you right now. So if you got people with small businesses, accountant tries to hit you on this stuff, just hit back. Just tell him, listen, John. You say he tells you you're an accountant earlier in the call. What'd you say you did for a living? You know, when he gives you, I love to see an accountant give me an objection. I just love it, love it, love it. Because I just know I can nail this guy. Because it's like, come on, what are you doing? I had one time worked for an accountant in Burlington, Wisconsin. I worked actually for a client doing consulting. The guy I was working for was an accountant for the guy I was working for. He asked me to drop. I do this for a bunch of return error jobs I found in his office complex. He had like 15 units. They all had like 8-inch round for a return error. I said, we got to put in bigger returns. They're like, total thing came up to about $12,000 to do all this return error in this place. One of my options, I had several options. And he goes, can you have Mike see if he could lower the price on this for me? I said, Jim, you really want me to go back to Mike and tell him that? Are you kidding me? I said, me and Mike sat in the office and looked at his books last week. What did we see last week? How much money did he make? Well, he lost 3% last year. And then and how much did he pay himself last year? He didn't even pay himself $50,000. Yeah, so he paid himself less than $50,000 running an entire company. He lost 3%. He couldn't make payroll last week. You really want me to go back to him and tell him you want me to lower the price on this guy? He goes, no, yeah, don't tell. Just go with that third one. don't even tell him. Please don't. You're going to tell him on me, are you? I said, no, I'm not going to tell him on you. Don't worry about it. Because you know what, that kind of thing don't put up. I know I spent too long on this segment, but don't let that go. Now let's go rapid fire. Ready? Quentin, what's the objection?
This isn't for us.
You know what? This isn't for us right now. I think we're going to have to hold off on the whole thing tomorrow.
Well, I can understand that, Joe. If you had to pick today, which one of these would you like?
Well, I'd probably go with that second one.
What is it about it that you like?
Well, it's got the 5-year warranty. I don't need a 10-year one.
Well, that's a good point. What should we do about it?
Yeah, let's go ahead and do that one. Let's go and do the second one.
Okay, would that be check or charge?
Take American Express, okay?
Yeah.
Good job. Very nice, right? Still don't forget that pause, that middle part. I'll let you have it, because it sounded good to me. But don't forget that. Joe, can I ask you a question, though? Yeah. Then do it. Give me that pause there, because if you give me that pause, it's more. I'm going to listen. I'm going to be more able to listen to you. Right? Here we go. Fingers in the air. David, pick one.
My husband won't do it. He's too cheap.
I'll tell you what, John. My wife, she's so damn cheap. She would never do this kind of thing. I can't go for it because she's so cheap.
Joe, I can totally sympathize. I'm a married man too, and I want to have harmony in the house. But can I share something with you?
Sure.
At the end of the day, doesn't your wife want the best for you and your family and your safety?
Yeah, she does.
So what should we do?
What's that fourth option there?
You like that? Yeah, we can do that. Check or credit card?
I want to think about it a little bit more now. See, you kind of pushed me off there. What did he miss on that one? What should we do? Also, what do you like about it? Let me sell you on it a little bit there. Don't forget. Try it again. Ready? Mm-hmm. What's that fourth option there?
Oh, that's the whole house surge protector.
Burr. Oh, talking, not good. Stop it.
What do you like?
Don't talk. When somebody says, what's that fourth option there? It's tempting, isn't it? Because that's the way you're brought up. You have to talk. You love the sound of your own voice. Here we go, John. Okay. Ready? What's that fourth option there? Take 3. John, what's that fourth option? Explain that one to me.
It's the...
John, don't explain it to me. Try one more time. What do I like about it? Ready? It's a good choice. Whenever I say what's option number 3, good choice. What do you like about it, Joe? Here we go. Take 4. John, what's that fourth option there?
Oh, that's a good choice, Joe. What do you like about it?
Well, I mean, it does have the 1 year warranty and 1 year of service. I don't need that full-blown 5-year deal at the top there.
Okay. What should we do, Joe?
Yeah, let's do that one. I like that one.
Okay, check or credit card?
We use a credit card. I guess we use a credit card.
All right.
Because what you didn't do is what? What's he missing here? Give it back. Joe, you didn't look at the cheaper option. I got 5 and 6 still. You didn't look at that one, okay? Take it down. Sorry, electricians, we always got to push them through. I'm like the fullback. I always got to push electricians through. I had one electrician, Steve from Coachman Electric. He'll tell you if he watches this video someday, he was literally crying. He had tears in his eyes. Electricians always start crying at this moment. You're not going to cry, are you, John?
No way.
There's no crying in
no crying in
total immersion. Here we go. We try it again. Don't forget, give it back, John. Joe, you didn't even look at the cheaper ones, right?
Gotcha.
Then the check or credit card. Here we go. John, you didn't even look. John, what's that fourth option there? Explain that fourth one to me.
What did you like about that, Joe?
Well, I mean, it's got the 1 year warranty and 1 year service. I don't need the 10 years of stuff at the top. I can go with that one.
Okay, Joe, you didn't even look at the other options. There's some cheaper options you could probably...
No, I don't want that crap. I want the one, that number 4 one. I like that one.
Okay, check the credit card, Joe.
What should we do?
What should we do?
Let's do that one. Let's do that one. Check a credit card.
Check or credit card, Joe.
Let's try to end real quick here, one more time. John, number 6 take. Here we go. Beep. John, explain that fourth option one more time.
What do you like about it, Joe?
Well, it's got the 1 year warranty. I don't need the 10-year thing. I like that one.
Well, you know, Joe, there are more economical options that we could go with.
No, I don't want the cheap ones. I want that one.
Okay, so what should we do?
Let's do that one.
Okay, check or credit card.
Let's do the credit card.
All right.
That's a good job. Very nice. Breakthrough to success. Wow, here we go. Tom, ready?
Okay.
Fingers in the air. Go. What is it, Dustin?
How do I know you'll be in business?
Tom, how do I know you'll be in business next year? I got a 5-year warranty on that second option. How do you know you'll be in business for 5 years?
Well, that's a valid question, Joe. How much do you know about T.M. Johnson Brothers?
I'm going to stop the formula here, okay?
Okay.
Joe, that's a valid question. I understand your concern. Can I ask you a question, though? There you go. Try it that way.
Well, that's a valid question, Joe. Can I ask you a question?
Sure.
Well, how much do you know about T.M. Johnson Brothers?
Well, I know that you guys have been around for generations and that everybody in the community uses you guys, and that my neighbor Fred told me about how good you are.
Well, thanks for saying those kind words, Joe. What should we do?
Let's go with that third option.
What is it about the third option that you like, Joe?
I like that. It's got the 5-year warranty and 5 years of service. I like that.
Well, you didn't even look at the cheaper options.
I don't
Joe,
want that crap. I want the better one.
Okay. Would you like to pay with that check or credit card?
Let's use a credit card.
Great.
Yeah, good job. Nice job on that one. Here we go. Fingers in the air. Doo-doo-doo-doo. Tom, point to one.
It's too much hassle.
This is too much hassle, Mike. I mean, I don't got the time for all this stuff. We got time is tight around here.
I understand that, Joe, but could I ask you a question?
Sure.
Would there be a better time for me to come back and we could go over this again?
No, I wanted to get this work done today.
Okay, well, which one of the options did you like, Joe?
Well, I like that third option. I don't need to get that 5-year warranty. I can go with the 2-year warranty on that one.
What'd you like about the third option?
Well,
so
I mean, it's got the 2-year warranty and 2 years of service and gets the job done. That's all I need.
Okay, but you didn't even look at the cheaper ones, Joe.
No, I don't want that stuff. I want the better one.
Well, what should we do?
Let's do that one.
Would that be check or charge?
Check, okay?
Sure thing.
Let's do that one. Good job. Very nice. All right. Fingers in the air. Give the mic to somebody else quickly. Doo-doo-doo. Point. What is it, Marl?
Could you type a proposal? Could you type that up in a proposal?
Hey, do me a favor, Quentin. Could you go ahead and just type that up in a proposal for me and send it to me?
Well, that might be of some value, Joe, but can I ask you a question?
Sure.
Did I do something wrong here in my presentation that didn't give you the right information?
Oh,
that
no
you need?
way. You've done the best job ever. I've never seen another heating guy do a job like this. You're doing a fantastic job, Quentin.
Okay, so what should we do?
What's that second option there? What is that one?
That's a good choice. What do you like about that option, Joe?
That one, it's got the 5-year. I don't need a 10-year warranty. I could live with the 5-year.
Okay, so what should we do?
Let's do that one. Let's do that 5-year one. Let's get that done.
Are you sure there's some cheaper options down here?
No, I like that 5-year one. Let's do that one.
Okay, check your credit card.
Is the credit card okay?
That'll work.
Let's use a credit card. Nice job. Very nice. All right, to type it up on a proposal for me, what's some other variations of that? You guys some other variations of that? Like which one do you want me to type up would be another way of doing that one. So let's try that one. Let's try that one. Somebody I'll give you the easy. That's a layup on this one. Ready? I mean, this is the easy one. You say, so which one should I type up? Joe, I understand. So maybe I should get typing. I don't know. I haven't typed in years. I think I threw my typewriter away actually. But I have a word processor, so I could probably use that. But let me ask you a question. When I'm typing it up, which one would I type up? That second one. Why that one? Why not type up the other ones? Why not type up the other? Same with literature. I'll try it that way. Fingers in the air. Boom, I'll say it. Hey, tomorrow, send me some literature on that, and we'll check it. We'll think about it over the next couple of weeks.
Yeah, Joe, we can do that for you. But can I ask you something?
Sure.
Which particular option or panel did you need the literature on, so I can be more helpful?
I like the third one there. I like the third one.
What did you like about it?
Well, I mean, it's got the got the commercial light commercial load center, which I like that. Also, you are doing all the rest of the distribution points in my house. I like that part of it, and we definitely need that surge protection. But I only need the 1-year warranty. I don't need the 5-year warranty at the number 2. So.
Okay, so what should we do?
Yeah, let's do that number 3. Let's do that one.
Joe, there's some cheaper options you could probably go
No,
with.
I don't want the cheap stuff. I want that better one, number 3.
Okay. Check or credit card in that.
American Express, okay?
Great.
Good job. Very nice. You guys are doing better. You feel it? Tomorrow, you guys got to handle 6 in a row. Bam, bam, bam. I'm just getting started. You got 1, right? 2. All right, here we go. So we got a couple more we can do. Fingers in the air. Do-do-do-do. Go. What is it, John? You pick one.
Number 13. It hasn't been a problem up to this point.
You know what, Dustin? Let's give Dustin the mic. You know, it hasn't been a problem at all to this point. I think we're going to go ahead and just muddle through with this thing.
Well, Joe, I can appreciate that. You know, it might be a good idea to try and muddle through till next time. But, you mind if I ask you a question, Joe?
Sure.
What were you hoping to accomplish by waiting on this?
Nothing, probably just save a little money. I want to do option number 3. I just don't got the kind of money right now you need from me on that. I'm a little embarrassed to tell you that I'm a little bit short of money on that, you know.
Yeah, no, I understand it is tough times right now, Joe. But what is about option 3 that you're looking at? I got the cheaper ones down there.
No, I don't like the cheap one. I like the option number 3. It's got the it's got everything I want with the. It's going to completely redo the refrigeration system. Plus, it's going to do re-leveling, given the 1-year warranty. That's how I liked it the best. That number 3.
So what should we do?
Yeah, I could probably ask my uncle. Let's go number 3. Let's get started with that one.
You sure?
Yeah, let's do number 3.
Okay. Check or card, or check or cash?
Well, I'll go get the check from my uncle. He lives next door. He'll give me a check to get this done today.
Okay, that'll work.
Good job. Very nice. All right. I don't know if that's what's going to happen. You could use financing on that one if I'm still resistant to that one. Well, Joe, I think I made a mistake on this. Do you think you have to pay for this today? On that one, you got 90 days on that one. You don't have to write a check for 90 days on that one. And that's okay. At the end, you do that. One thing you could do with your presentations is to embed financing into the presentations too. We'll talk about that later. That is the Objecto Matic rapid fire session.